Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of TCG Talk, back today with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be returning talking about one of my favorite trading card games and just companies in general in nerd culture, Alpha Class TCG. Kind of talk about their most recent announcement of going full indie and how the whole dynamics of this announcement just points to why this company is so great and why I think you should at least check out trying to support them or just check them out in general, right? Like get some more information on them and see if it's something that you would be interested in. But we're going to talk about it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully enjoy your stay. If you're a long-standing supporter, thank you so much as always. We'll get right into it. So Alpha Clash is a game that I have been enjoying since I found them at the start in set 1. It is a lore-driven, now indie trading card game company that also does other subsidiary products. They do comic books, and we'll talk about that here in a second. They do other lore-driven pieces. They do graphic novels. They're coming out with a PvE experience, which I know a lot of people have been wanting in trading card games in general. And they're just an amazing. It's a superhero-based trading card game. They've made their own lore, their own background to all these different characters, contenders as they call them. And kind of talk about all that. But for this, one of the reasons I love Alpha Clash is they're a super small team. I don't know the exact number. I would guess it's in the single digits, is my guess from their like full-time employees. Ridge, if you watch this and you want to correct me down below, please let me know like what, if you're willing to share it, what your full-time employee count is. It's got to be, and they might not even be full-time. They probably do other stuff, but this is a very small studio is what I'm trying to say. And they punch above their weight class in terms of passion and in terms of listening to community, in terms of making a good product, right? Like if you took any, I'm just going to say they're 5 to 10, a group of 5 to 10 people and tried to make a trading card game that also makes comic books, that also makes graphic novels, that also makes audiobooks for their graphic novels, that also makes a PvE experience and a board game and also makes a good trading card game. Like it's insane. But to get into what the video is today, instead of me just like hyping up Alpha Clash for a long time, they are going full indie. And like, what does that mean? Like we hear the term indie in terms of mainly video games. At least that's where my background is, right? You hear indie studio. It means independent, right? And after months, so they say, I'm not going to read every single line here, but I'm going to summarize it. After months of deliberation, behind the scenes conversations, hearing the very real pain points of stores and fans alike, coupled with our own experiences, Rising Empire Studios is making the bold leap. We're ditching traditional distribution entirely in America. And going fully independent. They're cutting out the middleman, the gatekeeping, the barriers, and going straight to it. And they kind of go into why. And the one other thing I want to read is this isn't just a business move, it's a philosophical shift. Distribution is supposed to be the bridge, but too often it feels like a wall. And so they bring up the pain point of in trading card games and in nerd culture stuff in general, like local game store stuff, you know, if you're not, a lot of people try to be the next Magic the Gathering, or they try to, in board game culture, they try to be the next Catan. They try to be the next whatever, right? And sometimes when you go the traditional industry out, as they say in this first paragraph here, have you ever worked relentlessly for something, pushed, sacrificed, believed, and then once you finally got it, it didn't meet your expectations? That's what they're talking about. So Alpha Clash is a small game. It is. And they're not trying, in my opinion. And again, Ridge, let me know down below. I'd love to do an interview. I got to do an interview with Ridge here soon just to kind of get y'all, get him answered some questions. But they're not trying to be the next Magic the Gathering. They're not trying to be the next Yu-Gi-Oh. They're trying to build a really cool passion project that, you know, grows as it grows, and they want to share their passions with other people. They love superheroes. They love, you know, that growing up with those comics and everything like that. Like that's what the staff and this team love sharing with other people. And so that's their drive to make these products. So they're going indie. They're owning the word indie. That's our flag in the ground, and it's more than a label. It's in our DNA. It's in our very slogan of our flagship title, Alpha Class TCG, the indie comic book trading card game. So that's literally what they're going to be calling themselves now. The decision wasn't made lightly. Distribution has long been the standard for scaling games and reaching shelves. Like a lot of people know that, but the problem is they're wanting to give stores certain products. They're wanting to give stores promo cards, banners, posters, marketing materials, demo decks, and more. But the distribution companies, a lot of them don't want them. They don't want to house it on their own shelves, because if you're not a big game moving product constantly, then they don't care. And I think everybody has probably felt this pain point if you've ever had a local game store kind of come up in your area, maybe like brand new opening, and you're like, are you going to get this in? Are you going to get this in? And anyone who's stayed in a local game store pretty like consistently will always tell you, like, they're like, all right, we're trying to, but we have to order so much product. That product has to sell, so we can order a little bit more product. And then if we want to get the side products for this game, like, we have to sell the main boxes, whatever the case may be, right? You hear this like almost like gatekeepiness of the distribution centers, and it gets really frustrating, especially if you're not a well-known big title. So they're just basically saying, screw it, we're going to do it ourselves. They say, we're not just saying it, we're living it. Every card set released from this point will carry forward that energy, that commitment to independence, creativity, and community. No middleman, just raw, unfiltered indie alpha class straight from the studio. The people believe it. So they're going to be sending products straight from their studio, making it all in-house, or not making it, but distributing it and packaging it and all that stuff all in-house, and sending it straight to the stores. So what this means for the stores is, like, you can order whatever you want. It's almost like on demand, it seems like, and I'm pretty sure that's like how I'm taking it, at least. So it says, what does fulfillment look like? What's the long-term vision? We've got answers and ready to talk about it. They're starting a champion store program. It comes as a cornerstone of our direct model, a way of not just supporting stores, but to actually do it. The champion store program gives us the ability to directly equip local game stores with marketing assets, support materials, direct access, store events, promos, exclusive pricing, and product exchange program. So that way stores can get what they want, because they were saying that it got frustrating because they didn't even know what stores were carrying, right? And they have this champion store program here. I'll open it up. I haven't even gone in here yet. So what is a champion store program? Again, it's them giving the benefits of, we know who our stores are now. They're going to talk to you directly. You don't need to chase down promos through 3 layers of supply chain bureaucracy. There's no attach rate games. Will never force you to carry something you don't want to sell, because a lot of distribution centers do that. So basically, they're trying to go directly to the consumer, and you only can do this if you are a smaller team, and if you are going for a different style of, mission statement. They're not trying to be the biggest thing ever. Like, yes, they want to grow and they want to be successful, and make money. Let's be real. But they also want to just share their passions with people. Another big thing that I think is really good about this is they're closing another chapter. Starting with set 6, we're moving to a fully draftable booster boxes. The sets haven't been fully draftable other than Year of the Dragon, right? Was their first draftable set. But now they're going to come at a higher price point, which is really the standard price point for draftable booster boxes at $100. But it will also be draftable. They're also doing the PvE experience here. Siege of the Forgotten is their brand new PvE player versus environment experience to reshape what TCG can offer. This will be the first product going directly to champion stores, whether you're a local game store looking to run community nights, or a new player looking for a way in, or a seasoned veteran. This product was built for you. It offers a thrilling 1 to 5 player cooperative raid mode where players team up against a powerful automated or player controlled boss. There's also Spoils of the Forgotten treasure packs that will come inside each Siege of the Forgotten unit, as well as separate expansion booster product to be released alongside it, rewarding players for their victories. Siege of the Forgotten brings something genuinely fresh to the table, and we couldn't be more excited to share it with you. So they're doing great stuff. I could go on and do a 30-minute video on why I think Alpha Clash is great. I think anyone who's followed my channel for longer than, freaking a year knows how much I love this game. A thing that got people before, and I just want to bring this up, and I'm only going to show a few cards. Like, I could show a bunch of cards, but their art direction has changed a lot since set 1. When I first covered this game, a lot of it wasn't like overly negative, but just some of the like passing comments that were on the not like overly positive side were that they didn't like the art direction of the comic book style, but they didn't like that it didn't seem too comic booky. I just want to show you the difference on like what it looks like now. So this is set 1 Clarity Ageless Defender. That was the comic book style, right? It looks how it looks, right? I liked it, but some people didn't like it. It didn't look quite probably what you grew up on as a comic book, right? This is the newest Clarity, Deadly Duelist, right? This is from set 5. So you could see the difference, like just night and day different. This is the set 1 Magnate, Awakened. This is the set 3 Magnate, Indomitable Will. So after set 2, I think it was, or during set 2, they really changed the art direction. You can also see above me some of these, like Major Dean leading the Elite. You can see how some of these art has changed. It goes way more comic book style. This is the new mean streak boosted, and that's the old mean streak. As you can see, just completely night and day different. And so I implore you to check out the art style now. It's a lot different than it used to be, and I frankly think it's a lot better. They're also doing a lot of subsidiary products. Like if you don't want to try a TCG for whatever reason, but you want to get into the lore, because this is a lore-driven game. Their whole entire trading card game is based around the lore that they are creating with these graphic novels. They're teaming up with legends in like the comic book space. Like if I scroll down here, I can show you. They teamed up with legendary comic writers in order to help make the lore around this. They teamed up with Mark Waid, who's done like iconic Captain America, Fantastic Four, Daredevil, all these different really cool stuff. And so they're making these lore products like the graphic novels. They made the Awakening novel, which I have here on the shelf. They did the Torque issues for comic books. And then, they're doing Cosmic Conquest, which is their board game, which is really, really cool. And then they also have the new PvE experience coming out as well. So they're doing a whole lot of stuff. So if maybe you don't want to try a TCG, maybe you're, I always see a lot of comments whenever I cover any TCG that's not Flesh and Blood on my channel of I just don't have room for another TCG, right? I money or whatever the case may be. And that's fine. That's okay. Like, try out their other stuff. They have these Clash kits, which are like $10-$20. I just realized that my thing is cut off here. I'm so sorry. Let me go back here really fast. Again, professional YouTuber. We love life here. We're going to do this really fast so y'all can actually see what I was talking about. Y'all are probably like, this guy is crazy. We're going to do this on the fly because, you know what? This is how I run my channel. But yeah, here's the graphic novel I was talking about. It's so funny that I did it that way. Graphic novel we're talking about. Again, they had the full novel itself, which I have on the shelf. They have the Torque Therapy issues. They have the Cosmic Conquest board game, and then they have the new PvE experience. All that to say again, if you aren't interested in like buying booster boxes, maybe buy a Clash kit. I think these Clash kits are really cool. I'm going to do another review on all the Clash kits and which ones I think are better. They're all really good, but which ones based off your playstyle you would like to enjoy. Or just get some of their, one-off products. You can get some of this stuff. They have some of this stuff available now. Some of the prior graphic novel stuff you'd have to get on like eBay or through a third-party seller because they were limited run. But it's very consistent on getting them. It's not like an unsafe thing to do. But it's definitely something that I implore you to look at. They have a store here where you can look through some stuff. They have different all types of different play mats, all that good stuff. So really implore you to at least check it out. They've changed a lot about their game in the last year or so. Going full indie, I think, is huge for them. It just points to what their focus is. Their focus is to share their passions with other players, like at a base, right? They have a bunch of probably goals, but how I interpret their intent with this game is they just want to share their passions with other people. They love nerd culture. They love comic books. They love, superhero based stuff, and they want to share that with other people. So I'm gonna be doing a recap myself on the lore of the game and try to like read the graphic novel again and read everything again, or read the regular novel again, and then try to give you like a breakdown without revealing every spoiler of like the lore. Hopefully that'll help out a little bit as well. But yeah, they're going full indie. That was the main point of this video, was to show you that they're changing their model. So if you have a store that you think might be interested in something like this, they have the Champion Store program, and it's directly to the stores, to the consumer. There's no middleman. There's no like, okay, we got to order so much product, whatever the case may be, right? And I think that's really, really healthy. But definitely check it out. As you can tell, I'm passionate about it. I love this game. I think this game deserves so much more attention. Like, they just have such cool stuff. Like, they even have like alt-art stuff that I'm not even gonna like go crazy on today. But I mean, look at this. I'm just gonna show it. Look at this. This is like their like alt-art golden promo or something of Clarity for Sea and Fate, and like their artwork is just sick. The game system, the TCG itself is really good. I think it's really well designed. It has familiarity from a lot of games, but it also has new stuff and new mechanics, and they're constantly making new mechanics. The portal mechanic's really cool. But yeah, definitely check it out. I'll stop blabbering. But if you like this type of content, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I'm going to be doing more Alpha Clash content. It's been on and off on the channel, but I really want to get into it. I messaged Riz today and told him, like, I'm going to be trying to do like 3 learn to play events at our local game stores if I can get with the owners and try to do that. And with the Champion Store program, it's really easy to buy some Clash kits and get some people playing. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Good or bad, it's totally fine. The owners look at these videos and they read the comments and they pay attention. So definitely give any constructive feedback as long as it is constructive about this game. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time on TCG Talk. Thank y'all so much.